there's any important dates, we'll also, or medical stuff, we also omit that as well, just as an FYI. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Sands.
Mr. 2K, I want to turn you back to your request for a domestic violence restraining order that was filed on May 3rd, 2024, and specifically Exhibit 5. Can I approach, Your Honor?
Yes.
So, Mr. 2K, when you read that comment by Miss Olson, could you please provide me or explain to me what specifically is offensive in that statement made by her?
So, the caption of the actual post. So, there's a caption.
Are you looking at the same thing? Actually, I'm trying to find it. That's the Exhibit 5, right? You guys, for those, sorry, you guys, we're just starting. We haven't, for those of you that just come in and said, I'm like, no, we're just starting right now. We just read our first words. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Of the request for the restraining order from May 3rd, 2024.
Let me find that.
Yes, sir.
What is the name again?
May 3rd, 2024?
Initial filing of the restraining order, Your Honor.
Right. I'm opening it up. Give me a moment.
Your Honor, if we could just... I've noticed the respondent has been on her phone for most of the hearing. If we could just... I am not sure what the reason for that is, but if we could just not let her be on her phone throughout.
Sorry, it was the Danny calling.
You're not broadcasting this or recording it.
No. The alarm was going off in the building, so she was calling me.
But you're not recording this?
No, I'm not recording this.
You're not live streaming this?
No, I am not doing anything involving this. It was involving my child.
But I mean, other than...
In general?
In general, I don't want to see this proceeding. It would be wrong to record this proceeding or to broadcast it in some way. Do you understand that?
Yes, absolutely.
Now, I have Exhibit 5 by Mr. Sands. Now I have Exhibit 5. Mr.
I was asking what you found offensive about this post, and you were commenting about the caption section.
So, on the caption, are we all looking at it?
I have it in my mind.
There's two captions, though. One on the actual post, and one made with the post. This caption and this caption.
Just read the words and we'll know.
So, not done lying to me. Just be able to show up to the birth of, to get your name on everything and play good dad. But it was easy because we have nurses tending to me and the baby. And then dipping as soon as we get discharged with no help. The second caption.
That's something that you believe she put on this?
No, she did do it.
That's the same as believing.
Yes, sir.
So what's the next one?
The second caption says, under it says, personally, will never be able to understand.
Hold on. Slow down.
Quote, personally, will never be able to understand how a parent can go a day without seeing or asking about their child. But it makes sense when they spent the whole pregnancy bonding to buying tables at clubs rather than bonding to their baby. Hashtag priorities, hashtag Debbie baby daddy, end quote.
Okay.
So specifically, what about that post is offensive to you, Mr. Giese?
Well, the first thing that I noticed was this was the Airbnb that I allowed her to come to, that I also paid for while she was pregnant and uncomfortable in the bed in her own bed.
So you paid for an Airbnb because she commented from the Airbnb that you paid for you found her comment offensive?
Objection. That misstates the testimony.
I think he's asking the question.
Oh, okay, understood.
So is it your position, Mr. 2K, you find it offensive that she's making these comments from an Airbnb that you paid for?
That's one of the offenses.
And what else is offensive about it?
Another offense is, quote, deadbeat baby daddy, unquote.
But you would agree that that's just an opinion at this point, right? Because you're not a deadbeat dad.
Exactly.
But it is an opinion. It's Miss Olson's opinion.
The opinion that she's trying to persuade everyone that I am.
But at the end of the day, it's just her comment and her opinion that you're a deadbeat dad.
Right.
So that's 2. What is the third thing that's offensive about it?
Quote, dipping as soon as we get discharged with no help, unquote. Because I left her with formula, I paid for all of his diapers. She didn't have anything at the house. The only reason why I left is because she put her hands on me. She put her hands in my face. And she said that, quote, don't ever come back. Me and my son don't want you, unquote.
Let must hold on, this is how it says. Let must just stop you there. So it's my understanding you're at the hospital for the birth of the child, correct?
Yeah.
What date was that?
April.
It's okay. Everyone knows it now. The 26th.
April 26th.
Thank you, though.
I'm sorry. And were you guys discharged? And did you guys go back to the Airbnb that you paid for? Did you go back to Miss Olson's home?
As soon as we were discharged, I drove us to her home.
So you guys get back to her house around what time on this April 2024, if you know?
Maybe lunch, noon.
So noon in the afternoon, and you understand Miss Olson had just given birth at this point, correct?
2 days later, prior.
Within a week of her giving birth, correct?
Right.
So you go back to the house. What happens next?
I noticed that there's nothing set up, or formula, or diapers for my son.
Did you expect Miss Olson to set all these things up at the house?
100%.
Because it wasn't set up, you then decided you went and set everything up?
No, I left after she got very, aggressive with me. I didn't set anything up.
And what specifically said, did you guys have an argument?
It was just an argument about me not being a man, because I was upset that she wanted me to bring all of her friends' stuff upstairs. When she had other men living with her during her pregnancy that could have done that. So that was the argument.
So you basically had an argument with Miss Olson because she requested you bring her friends' items up to the apartment?
Yes.
And as a result of this argument, you left the house?
Well, I got past that and learned to ignore it because I really wanted to be there for my son.
Move to strike, Your Honor. Just trying to find out what he did next.
Well, I moved past it.
I think it's part of the explanation, so I'll understand. I'll let it stand.
So you moved back past, and what happened next, Mr. 2K?
I go get lunch really quick. I come back, and then I'm looking at everything not set up. And then I leave because she puts her hands in my face. At this point, we're yelling, and I'm in her space. I'm in her property, so I need to leave.
Where did you go next after this?
I went to get an Airbnb and a lawyer.
And then as a result, you're saying that as a result of everything that happened on this April incident, Miss Olson then posted this statement.
This wasn't April. My son was born that day.
So was this April then?
I'm pretty sure it was 2 days later, the day we left.
So you're at Miss Olson's home. You guys have an argument. You leave. She's there with the baby, and then it is your understanding she then posts this statement on social media.
Exactly.
And so, knowing all this now, and you guys are in this argument, and Miss Olson posts this, is it your understanding? So, did you do anything on social media to dispute this or contest this, or did you respond to the post from Miss Olson?
I did respond.
How did you respond, Mr. 2K?
Everybody was saying I was a deadbeat dad, and how I responded was, quote, my son is 6 days old. He would not remember this, quote.
And is there anything in that post from Miss Olson there that advises or encourages or says for people to contact you?
Are you asking me, is she telling people to harass me in this?
That's my question. Did she say go reach out to Mr. 2K in that comment or that post?
It seems like a motive.
Your Honor, just asking him specifically in the post, is there anything in there that directs any of Miss Olson's followers to contact you? Yes or no?
No, sir.
Can I approach and get that back, Your Honor?
Yes.
So at this point, Mr. 2K, Miss Olson's made Mr. 2K, Miss Olson's made this post. You respond to this post on social media. Is it fair to say after this exchange between you and Miss Olson on social media, people then began reaching out to you directly?
Yes. Well, even before, though. Yes, sir.
If I can now, just so the record is clear, I'm going to move to Exhibit 6 of Mr. 2K's May 3rd, 2024 request for domestic violence order. I'm going to direct him to Exhibit 6 at this point, and then Exhibit 6 was marked for identification. Do you recall Mr. Giese Mr. 2K, on or about when you received that message?
You said, quote, do I know when? End quote.
Yes.
Around the time when my son was born.
So was it within a week of your son being born?
Could have been, yeah.
And you would agree, when we looked at Exhibit 5, Miss Olson didn't advise or encourage any of her followers to contact you, correct?
Correct.
And as a result of the back and forth between you and Miss Olson, you now have some third party directly messaging you, making these comments to you, correct?
Correct.
Did you respond back or did you reply back to that direct message?
No.
Did you report that direct message to either Insta or TikTok or whatever platform it was on?
Yes.
Do you know, as a result, if that follower or person who made that comment was banned?
No.
It's also your understanding, Mr. 2K, that Miss Olson was banned from some Insta and TikTok as a result of her comments about you, correct?
Repeat yourself?
Sure. So it's your understanding that Miss Olson was banned from Instagram and social media because she made comments about you on those platforms.
I'm aware she got banned from TikTok Live.
Was there ever a period of time, Mr. 2K, where you participated in OF?
Yes.
Do you have any recollection of Miss Olson making comments about the platform OF on her social media platform?
Yes.
Are you aware of Miss Olson being banned from social media as a result of her comments about sorry.
Are you asking me? Can you say that again?
Hold on real fast. Huckleberry, do you know that we can see other stuff beside? Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you
We
guys
can
see my dirty laundry? Sorry.
No, we can see your legs. I just didn't. I just want to make sure you knew that your cute little legs was on 2K's face.
My bad.
Order in the court. Order in the court.
Not trying to persuade the judge here.
We're talking OF, and she got the leg. Anyways, okay.
Legs are over.
Yeah, it has to
That
be
was
legs.
unintentional. I'm sorry, everyone.
It has to be legs because we all know she can't show anything below the ankles.
As long as you got socks on, you'll be okay. Okay, sorry. I just want to make sure that you knew that. I didn't want to. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. I'll ask the question again. Are you aware Miss Olson being banned from social media platforms as a result of her discussing or commenting on the Blue Page? Excuse me, about the Blue Page.
I can't really answer this yes or no.
If you don't know, that's okay. That's a perfectly good answer.
I don't know. She?
If you don't know, that's your answer.
Okay.
If I may approach again, Your Honor. Miss, you said Miss.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Miss 2K, you testified earlier that Miss Olson posted your full phone number on social media. Is that right?
Right.
Do you have a copy of that post?
I don't know. You could ask Taylor. I can easily pull it up.
You are 100% confident that she posted your full phone number on social media.
She posted it with a picture or a video, and then she also said it.
And what is your understanding of what she said specifically on that particular post?
Objection, vague and ambiguous. As to which he testified, there were multiple times where she shared his phone number.
Why don't you give me a date, Mr. 2K, when you first became aware that Miss Olson posted your phone number on social media?
I can't give you an exact date, just off the top of my brain. I'm pretty sure you might have it on file, but there were multiple dates.
Was this 2023?
Yes, sir.
Was it in the fall of 2023 or spring of 2023?
I'm pretty sure it was everything.
Did Miss Olson ever send you direct messages on Insta or TikTok?
Not after I blocked her.
So at this point, Miss Olson is blocked. So you and her have no direct communication on any social media platforms, correct?
Correct.
As a result of this, any interactions that you and Miss Olson were going to have was either a result of her posting something or of you posting something.
Correct.
Was there ever a time in 2023 or 2024 where you tagged Miss Olson in a post that you generated?
Oh, yes.
So I understand that in order to tag Miss Olson, you would have to go into social media and you would have to add her name to your post.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And what was the context of you tagging her on or posting Miss Olson?
It was me defending myself. Now let's go.
And then Miss Olson would make a comment or post. You would reply and make a comment or a post, and then you guys were tagging each other, correct?
It wasn't consistent for me. No.
The dog objects.
My dogs are looking. They're like, they went to the window. um,
Sorry, I get bullied by my animals in my house.
You're good. Then after you would tag Miss Olson and Miss Olson would tag you. Wait, is that where we're at?
Yeah, line 13. Stands after, or then after.
Then after you would tag Miss Olson and Miss Olson would tag you, is that when these comments or followers would start making statements either on your platform or on Miss Olson's platform?
No, it was months after until I finally replied.
And after the birth, on the 28th, when you left, when is the next time you returned, if at all? Did you ever return after April 28th to go and cohabitate with Miss Holson?
No.
Is it fair to say that after 28th, did you stay in Los Angeles?
100%.
That was the Airbnb that you rented?
Yes.
Was there ever a time in April 2024 that you returned to Texas?
In April?
Yes.
No, the next month.
And Mr. Giese, did you ever make a police report in the state of Texas?
Yes.
And are you aware of any sort of prosecution or any crimes being charged against Miss Olson in the state of Texas?
No.
Do you know if that investigation is still ongoing at this time?
It's possible.
Is there any reason, Mr. 2K, why you waited? Let me ask you this. When did you first become aware Miss Olson making these, what you contend to be negative or hostile messages on social media? When was the first time you became aware of it?
Whenever we were together, during our 10 months, she would bash me when we were together as well.
So that could have been as earlier as 2022?
Yeah, exactly.
Is there any reason why in 2022 you didn't seek to file a restraining order?
No, we were still together.
So it was only after you guys broke up that you decided to file a restraining order?
After we broke up, after my son was born, yes.
Is it also fair to say that you filed a request for a restraining order after you opened up the paternity case? Is that correct?
Say that again?
So is it your understanding that you filed the request for a restraining order after you had opened up the parentage action with Miss Olson?
I'm sure I did it at the same time.
Mr. 2K, do you consider yourself a public figure?
100%.
I just want to emphasize, you also post your son, W, on social media, correct, Mr. 2K?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any concerns about strangers seeing your son and you on social media?
No,
And why is that?
because I protect my son.
And you consider posting your son on social media with you a form of protection?
I don't see it as harm.
However, you do see if Miss Olson posted your child on social media, you consider that to be harmful?
Because it's direct.
What do you mean by direct?
She's attacking me.
You understand her to be attacking you by her putting these opinions out there about how she feels about you as a father? Is that correct?
And as a man and other things, yes.
Is it your position during the entire relationship you've never made a single derogatory comment or anything negative towards Miss Olson?
Yes, I have.
And what types of things would you say to Miss Olson?
I would call her out her name.
When you say call her out of her name, what do you mean? What does that mean for the court?
I would cuss at her.
What else would you do, Mr. 2K?
cuss at her. If I wasn't cussing, I was saying something mean.
And this all occurred between 2022 and 2024 when you guys broke up?
Yeah.
And was there ever a period of time where you had concerns about the safety of the child in Miss Olson's care?
Was there any concerns?
Yes.
Yes, 100%.
Did you ever call Child Protective Services on Miss Olson?
No.
Did you ever make a police report about the safety of your child in Miss Olson's care?
No.
I may have asked this earlier, Mr. 2K, but the last time you were in court, you did post or had someone post with you pictures or videos of you at court. Is that correct?
Quote, at court, unquote? Meaning what?
Like, did you go live or stream while you were in court, on break, or anything like that at the last hearing?
Yes.
And what was the purpose of that? Why were you posting yourself at court?
You know how I told you I have to respond to my chat because that's how I get paid? I have to maintain the peace.
So is it your understanding that by posting, you're maintaining the peace?
Is this another question?
Yes, I'm asking.
Okay, go ahead.
Is it your understanding that you have to post in order to quote unquote maintain the peace? Okay.
I have to communicate.
Is maintaining the peace some sort of jargon that I don't understand? Does it relate to getting paid?
Yes, for sure. For sure.
Can you explain what that phrase means then?
Well, when I was getting canceled and there was no peace in my lives, I wasn't making any money. And now that people see I am a good dad, I'm making a lot of money.
By making a lot of money, that's your interpretation of quote unquote maintaining the peace?
Or me completely blocking everything out.
Is it your understanding that if you don't post, you won't make money?
Posting and going live are two different things.
Well, if you don't post or you don't go live, you won't make money.
In this state, yes, I will not make money.
Would you agree with me that in addition to Miss Olson's comments about you as a parent, you have also put this paternity case out there on social media to generate income?
Not to generate income.
So then again, I would ask the same question. Then what was the purpose of you posting yourself at court at the last court hearing?
To communicate.
What were you intending to communicate by going on social media, Mr. 2K?
That everything is going to be fine.
And quote unquote everything quote is going to be fine. That is your opinion as well, correct?
Sure.
No further questions, Your Honor. I just reserved some recross if there's anything else mentioned on redirect.
Okay. Ms. Budnick, redirect.
Okay, thank you. You were asked about a picture that you had attached where there was a bruise on your lip. You testified that it was from Miss Olson hitting you in the face, and you were trying to recall the date that happened. Had there been multiple occasions where she has hit you in the face?
Yeah.
Do you recall the first occasion where she hit you in the face?
I think that was one of the first ones. And then that's when I documented it. The other times, it didn't really matter to me.
Because it was a common behavior?
Yeah, because if I wasn't going to report her to the police and we were together, I just wanted to keep it to myself.
You were asked about your social media platforms and the number of followers you have, and you gave two different numbers for your IG followers, and that's because, again, one of your IG accounts, just to clarify, your original or your first IG account, that was something that was hacked by Miss Olson and then closed, correct?
Yeah.
So you had to start a new IG account?
Both.
And do you also generate income at the time that this was happening with respect to the closure of the IG account? Were you generating income through IG?
Yes.
You also testified that you did go to some therapy after you broke up. Do you know when that happened?
No, and I wouldn't even consider it like therapy because I'm not sure if that was during our breakup or after our breakup. I just know that she convinced me to go and only me.
So you're pretty much been dealing with all of the effects of what's gone on your own.
Objection, Your Honor. Leading.
Sustained.
Have you been going to anyone, maybe not a professional, to talk to about how Miss Olson's conduct has affected you?
Yeah.
Who?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like the biggest topic of social media right now. Everybody knows. I talk about it with all my friends.
You were asked about an interaction where you guys saw each other at a club in Tampa.
Right?
Why were you at a club in Tampa on this occasion?
I was getting paid to pull up.
By pull up, you mean you were getting paid to be there?
Yeah, sorry.
We understand, but the court might not.
Oh, come on.
And you said, so Bree showed up to this club that you were getting paid to be at, while you said she was about 5 months pregnant with W?
Yeah.
Did you invite her to this club?
No, my best friend did.
Did she show up with your best friend?
Well, he's not my best friend anymore, but yeah.
Is there a reason that he's no longer your best friend?
Because he ate her butt out.
Objection, Your Honor. Wait, what? Hold on. You guys, I don't ever read these ahead of time. I had no clue this was coming.
I knew I was gonna have to read that out loud.
I couldn't even object. Hold on.
Oh
I knew this was coming because somebody was talking about it.
Again, listen, I'm the judge in this case, but I feel bad for the judge. What the heck? Man,
Guys, the line literally says, because he ate her butt out.
I was trying, look, it's right, because he ate her butt out. That's literally what it says. We are reading verbatim, word for word, what it says. I did not know that was coming. Okay, well, we'll continue. There was no objection. I was objecting.
Yes.
But oh shit, I have a feeling there's more coming. Hold on, I have a hair.
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's get
Back in character, everyone.
Are we ready? Wusa. Okay. What do you think? Why do you think she showed up at this club with your former best friend?
Objection. Calls for speculation. Lacks foundation.
Why do you believe she was involved?
I believe she flew across the country to harass me.
Did she post about showing up at the club you were getting paid to be at on her social media?
Yeah, that's why I just made that comment. Because she's the one that said that.
So the vulgar comment that you made was something that
Yes, she was the one that said that.
we've talked a lot about social media posts and social media live streams. There's a difference between a post and a live stream, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
When did you start doing live stream?
Well, I've always done live streams, like here and there. even when I was cutting hair. But since I need to make money to live here and pay for things, everything, I have to go live full time now. So since I've been in Cali,
So around the time W was born.
I would say about a month and a half to 2 months after W was born.
So prior to a month and a half to 2 months after, well, W was born in April, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So we're looking at probably June of 2024. You started doing live streams regularly, correct?
I was still in and out regularly. Regularly, now for the past 2 months for sure.
And comparatively, how frequently, or let me ask you, does Miss Olson do live streams on her social media?
Yes, but she doesn't get paid.
Paid or not paid? How long has she been doing live streams?
For over a year.
And would you say she does a live stream almost every day?
Yeah.
And the content of Miss Olson's live streams, if she's doing them every day for the past year, about how many of those live streams did she mention you in this past?
Every single one.
And she doesn't get paid for these lives, as far as you know.
I know that she doesn't.
So she's just going on her social media lives to talk about you, not generating any income.
Exactly.
And you were asked to describe the content you post. You said it's like barber content, dad content, family-friendly community content. Is there a difference between the type of content you share and the type of content that Miss Olson shares?
Yes.
What is that difference?
She poses me as somebody in a negative light.
And your content, do you do anything to try to, would you say that your content directly describes Miss Olson in a negative light?
No, I don't talk about her on my content.
And you were asked about a couple different posts or lives where you reference in some capacity the fact that you're involved in this proceeding. Would you say that that's the extent of it, of your posts about what's been going on in your life?
Say it again?
So you were asked about two different posts or live streams where you referenced in some capacity to the fact that you're involved in this proceeding.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, like, a post. A post is more so like you have to take your time to think about it and post. When you're on live, that is how I make my money, and it's in the moment. So I might reply to a comment here and there, but I'm not taking the time to think to make a post about her.
Do you specifically talk about Bree in those posts, even though you may be alluding in some way to the fact that this proceeding is happening?
When say, quote, specifically, end quote, what do you mean?
Like, do you specifically disparage her in your posts?
Objection, Your Honor. Leading.
Overruled. She's just explaining what she meant by the question.
So you're saying I disparage her? Like,
Do you specifically disparage her in your post or in your live streams?
quote, disparage, end quote, is something negative?
Correct.
No, ma'am.
You were asked about responding to comments, and you said some comments are coming from Bree's post. What do you mean by that? That people are commenting on your content in a way that you can clarify what you mean by that?
Can I clarify what I mean by people coming from Bree's posts?
Yes, like comment on your posts.
Well, they'll basically pretty much say the same thing. How Bree said I was a deadbeat daddy. That's how that message said in the declaration or in the exhibits. It said the exact same thing that Bree said about me.
So people then reach out to you addressing the same topics she had just posted about.
Exactly.
And did this begin, and by this, I mean Bree using her social media platform to disparage you? Did that begin after W was born?
No, way before.
How long had she been doing this for?
I mean, we were together before she was even pregnant.
Would it correlate to anything specific like a breakup or a fight or anything that you could?
Well, she lied about a miscarriage, and then my clients came up to me asking about the miscarriage.
Was there a period of time that you guys broke up and her content intensified? Or has it been pretty much consistently throughout the course of your relationship, whether you were together or since co parents?
Well, when we were together, I told her, quote, if you want to be together, you have to apologize to my supporters, end quote. Because, like I said, you keep the peace. So I said, quote, you need to make a public apology, end quote. I think she did it once or twice. And then the reason why it wasn't said as bad as it is now because she was apologizing. And then she was still with her. Then I was still with her. And I'm like, quote, guys, trust it. We're okay, end quote. And I mean, we're obviously not together. So it got way worse.
You mentioned, as far as you know, Bree has been permanently bananaed on 3 or 4 different accounts. Is that on TikTok specifically?
Specifically.
And your understanding of when somebody gets bananaed from a TikTok account, is that because the content they're posting is deemed to not be appropriate by TikTok?
Yeah, their speech. So it will banana them for their speech on the internet. It will literally say that. It says bullying and harassment.
So Bree has already been bananaed 3 or 4 times for bullying or harassing on her TikTok, various TikToks.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the, if you know, when is the first time that one of her TikTok accounts was bananaed for bullying or harassment?
Permanently, I don't really remember, but a while ago.
When you say a while ago, like what time frame? When has,
Maybe like 8 months ago.
and when is the most recent time, if you know, that one of her accounts has been bananaed for bullying or harassment?
So they'll banana you for about a week, right? But her main account got permanently bananaed. So she'll never get that back for how deep the bullying and harassment was on that account.
After that account, do you know when that account was permanently bananaed?
That one that I'm talking about was about 8 months ago. But you said when was like the most recent time? I think about 2 weeks ago, but not permanently.
So, as far as you know, does TikTok take steps like they start off by a week long or shorter bananas before they officially permanently banana?
I'm sorry, can I go off the record? Why can we not say the word other than banana on this app? It's so silly. But back on record. Exactly.
After she got, let me ask you, prior to her being permanently bananaed on her main account 8 months ago, was Bree bullying you online?
prior to her banana.
Yes.
That's how she got bananaed.
After that account was permanently bye-byed, did she then create another account to continue to bully you?
Yeah.
About how many times it's stuck. About how many times has she, since that permanent bye-bye, has she bullied you on an account, then gotten suspended, and then resumed her behavior?
I think she has had a total of 5 or 6 accounts.
And so she jumped from one account to another account to continue this harassment?
Yeah. She'll say, quote, follow me on this account or I'm not going to talk shit about my ex anymore, end quote.
So, does she, from your understanding, does she entice her followers to go to another account to continue watching the content she's sharing about you?
Yeah, exactly.
You were asked about whether you blocked Bree, and you said you blocked her for everything. When did you start blocking her from accounts?
Probably around the time that she left Tampa.
When was that?
Like 5 months, maybe 4 months. She had been bashing me so much, but when I saw her stomach grow, and whenever we got closer to W being born, I was like, quote, this was for real. I don't want to do this, end quote. So I blocked her. I blocked out the negativity because I would respond, but I deleted a lot of my stuff I would do because it's not in the best interest of my son to just talk about her.
So, maybe about when was she 5 months pregnant? You blocked her on everything. Did blocking her, obviously, blocking her on everything didn't prevent you from receiving the bullying of you online, correct?
Right.
So, can you explain to the court how just blocking Bree hasn't been effective to escape this online harassment?
I mean, it's not going to work. She said herself, she won't stop talking about me unless the judge orders it.
Just so we're clear, when she talks about you, and you mentioned this previously, people screen record. What does that mean?
You can record your screen that you're currently watching and save it to your device as a video that you took.
So people, as far as you know, are people then recording Bree's screen and sharing the content and distributing it such that you cannot avoid seeing it?
Exactly.
And in these posts, Bree or these other people that screen record her post, are you being tagged in them in some way where they make it to you?
Yeah.
Hey,
So
real quick, can I break in for just a second?
Mhm.
There's something going on down there.
In
That
chat.
Yeah, Desi just told everybody that she's gonna start. I'm gonna show everyone disrespectful in a second. I've been so nice, I'm begging y'all, but she's just kept on and on.
Wait, what's going on?
And they've told her over and over, just be respectful, da 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 da. And I've been watching her. She's just going on and on about 2K's opinion, all of that. But yeah.
I'm literally reading 2K's words.
Yeah, exactly. We're just reading.
Yeah, you guys, we're reading a court transcript. We're reading verbatim, word for word for word, what was said in court. This is not our opinions, anything. We're reading that.
Yeah, I've been watching her. I've been and like they're fighting for their life in there.
Yeah. So if you can't listen, I always say this is always a safe space. But if you can't be respectful, then you have to exit stage left. That's just how it's done here. If you don't like what we're doing here, then you just scroll on. Okay. So keep it cute or move along. Okay. And
Sorry.
the mods know what to do. They have full control.
Yeah, they were just Yeah, they're getting overrun in there. So you're welcome, Jen.
Thank you, love. No, you guys, these are from October 31st to 24. This is when he ended up getting custody. Okay, let's keep up.
Apparently, Desi has been okay. Other people are being rude to her. I just want to clear that up.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. I have to go back and look. I just wanted to give a warning. I'm not asking for anyone to be muted or blocked. I'm just saying just keep it cute. Everybody keep it cute.
I don't know what's going on down there, but that's all I'm
Tell
saying.
me what page we're on. My dog just came and stepped on my laptop.
Oh, that's okay. You're good. We're on page
81,
81.
line 1.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually on page 197/232, everyone.
Yeah, so we only have about 40 pages left to go. We're almost there. We can do it, guys.
We're getting there.
Yeah, the
Line
dog's
1.
in order in the
Did you
chat.
answer?
Okay, back on record.
Yeah, on record. Here we go.
Yeah.
So, do you get notified if she posts a live every day about you? About how many of those do you actually get notified of?
Probably about 7.
A day or
Yeah, probably like 7 a day, because she probably goes live for an hour or 2, an hour or 2 hours talking about me. And then they break it up into like 7 videos.
so you're getting notified approximately 7 times a day of different posts she's making about you.
At a minimum.
Okay. You were asked about phone calls, and you said you've received at least thousands of phone calls. When you say you get comments, when you say you get comments from her supporters, what kind of things do they say to you if you've answered or gotten messages?
Did you see that message we were talking about earlier? About being a deadbeat baby daddy? K yourself?
And do the comments that you receive from these people that call you, do they correlate to the statements Bree is making about you on your social media?
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm talking about.
You were asked about police reports involving the police. There was a point in 2023, so prior to W being born, where you did report some of Bree's conduct to the police, correct?
Yeah.
Is that the... You don't know, though, if anything has actually happened with that investigation, correct?
No, ma'am.
And then, other than, again, prior to W being born, other than reporting some of the incidents to the police, did you do anything else to try to escape the abuse that you've been enduring by the respondent?
I mean, I moved across the country. She would fly Dallas all the time, so I couldn't break up with her. I moved to Florida to be farther away. I mean, she flew to Florida again. I mean, there's pretty much nothing I can do.
So you tried to distance yourself from her during the pregnancy to escape the abuse?
Remember, we're saying AB for abuse.
Oh, yeah.
My bad.
You're good.
Okay, back on record. I moved prior to the pregnancy, but the way she flew to Dallas, I couldn't break up with her. She flew to Florida as well, so yeah.
During the pregnancy, you tried to physically create distance between you and respondent to try to escape from this AB.
I mean, I broke up with her 2 months before she got pregnant.
You said that when you guys got home from the hospital after W was born, she put hands in your face. Were afraid she was going to get physical with you again on that occasion?
Yeah.
You were asked about whether you've ever been mean to Bree or cussed at her. Would you say that there's a Are you talking about isolated arguments that you guys have had or an ongoing course of conduct?
What's your terminology of an isolated conversation?
Are you talking about going online and doing these things, or are you talking about in-person argument that you and Bree have had?
In-person arguments.
And during those in-person arguments, was Bree also cursing and calling you names?
Yes, ma'am.
And some of those in-person arguments were where you cursed at her and maybe called her some names. Was she physical with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you do those arguments? You said, I think you may have. Do those predate the breakup that happened while she was pregnant with W?
Yeah, because I wasn't around for a pregnancy because it wasn't in the best interest of my child.
And that you felt like was for your safety, correct?
For my safety and for her health and W's health inside of her.
And post the day W got home from the hospital, you and Bree have not really been alone together, correct?
At his 4-month checkup, that's the only time we had a moment.
So none of these like arguments where there's been any kind of cursing or name calling in person have occurred since Winter got home. Oh, W got home from the hospital, correct?
Yes. And even, yeah.
You were asked whether you personally observed Miss Olson in the same room with the minor child while she was posting on social media, and you said no. Is that because you guys have not really been physically in person together since W was born?
Well, that post that she made about me being a deadbeat baby daddy, the child was inside of her. And she made a premeditated post about me.
And so,
W was not physically here. And then she made a post about me. She made a post about me in my Airbnbs while W was still inside of her. Days later, she gave birth.
so W hadn't even been born yet when she was already setting this narrative, calling you a deadbeat baby daddy and other posts?
Exactly.
And since baby was born, have you seen posts or live streams depicting Miss Olson with W present in the video or in the post?
I've seen it online. I haven't seen it in person.
But you viewed the content through your phone?
Of her bashing me with W?
Yes.
Yes. You're muted.
Your Honor, I'm going to object and move to strike as non-responsive. He's throwing all these additional, he's not answering the questions. It's becoming a narrative at this point.
Overruled.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm just trying to clarify.
It's all right. Just confine yourself to the question. Everything is fine.
Yes, sir.
So, you were asked about an Exhibit 5 to your reply declaration, where you were asked how you saw the video, and you said this was a third-party video. When a third party posts a video, does that initiate other people to continue commenting, or are the posts that show up the posts that were can I approach and show the picture? I think it might help explain my question.
All right.
So this video that was attached, the clip of the video or the screenshot of the video is Exhibit 5.
Right.
This you say was posted. It was a third party that took a video or a live stream initially created by Bree and shared it with other people on social media.
Yes.
Do you see how there's comments showing up? Are those comments original comments that would have appeared on the post as Bree was recording the live, or are they new comments?
So on this one, they're commenting on her live. And then on this one, they're commenting on her post.
So even though a third party reposts content, that commentary that is being made on each post or live stream are people speaking directly. It's Bree and somebody communicating directly.
Directly.
So Bree or you, anyone who posts a live, if you're getting comments that are hateful about somebody, you would have the opportunity to see the comment and interject and ask people to stop, for example.
Yeah.
Or you could see the comments and then run with them and use that to then generate more content and continue talking about what's being commented, correct?
Exactly.
You were asked about how you were. My phone keeps sliding. Hold on, guys. You asked about how you were concerned when you returned home from the hospital and nothing had been set up prior to W. You weren't living in LA prior to W's birth, correct?
I was not living in LA.
Were you in a relationship with Miss Olson prior to W's birth, such that you could have set up her house for her?
I was not in a relationship with Miss Olson.
After W was born, did Miss Olson leak your phone number again?
Yes.
And do you recall how she did that?
She recorded her friends calling me and posted it. So she recorded her friends on her phone with my personal phone number being shown. And then she posted it.
And did this happen around the time that she had started commenting about, for example, you're a deadbeat baby daddy and other insults?
No, she had already been calling me that.
And then she posted your phone number.
Yeah.
Was there any context as to why? Did she give any context as to why? Or do you have any opinion as to why she posted your phone number? What did she hope to get from that?
She wants a family.
What do you mean by that?
I don't want to be with her.
So what do you think was the motive behind posting your phone number?
She's hurt.
So it was to hurt you? Like, clarify what you...
I mean, yeah, to harass me. To get people to harass me. I mean, why would she post my number?
Has she ever posted anything or said anything on a live telling people to contact you other than just sharing your number?
Yes.
About how many times has that happened?
I think like 3 or 4.
And has she ever posted or said anything on a live threatening your family?
Yeah.
What has she said?
That she was going to bury my mom next to my mom's dad because he's unalived. And also threatened my barbershop.
You were asked about this, so you said that you had talked about, since you had to be in LA, you have started using the live streams more often to generate income because you have to earn an income here in California. Do you recall that?
Yes, ma'am.
Prior to W being born, did you spend any extended amount of time in LA?
No.
So you're here solely to be around your son.
That's the only reason I'm here.
Do you have the ability to generate income outside of TikTok lives in other states?
In other states?
Yes.
I mean,
Or did you?
I did.
When you say your barber shop, was that what you were doing for work prior to this whole social media thing?
Yeah.
And where's your barber shop located?
I don't have one anymore. I gave everything up for my son. I have a barber shop in Dallas right now, though, that has all my tools and everything.
You're just not actually operating it because you're here.
I've been here for 4 months, Miss Taylor. Yes, ma'am.
You talked about tagging each other. Is that so? That's how you can, just so I'm clear, that's how you get someone's attention or make sure they see your post or live stream?
Yeah.
You said there had been months of Miss Olson tagging you until you finally replied by tagging her, correct?
Yeah.
How long had she been tagging you in your posts prior to finally saying something to defend yourself?
Like I said, she has always been bashing me when we were together. But it wasn't until every day after we broke up. I'm probably like there. I'm probably like 3 or 4 months.
Do you continue to be tagged on Miss Olson's posts or live streams to ensure that you see them?
Yeah.
Any content that you posted or shared referring to the fact that you guys are in this court proceeding or any custodial issues, did that happen after Miss Olson had, or what was the timing? Who started posting first, and then what was the timing between when the next person posted?
So I don't understand that question.
Okay. So did Miss Olson post about this case before you posted anything?
Yeah.
Did she post about W before you posted anything about him?
What do you mean?
Like, well, I guess.
I would say her and I had an agreement, and we went live at the hospital together.
So you shared a post together of the two of you at the hospital with baby?
Yeah, even before W was born, because we were together. Me and Bree were going live together as if everything was okay.
And then, in terms of the content taking a turn for the negative, did Miss Olson initiate the negative tone of the post and the live streams?
Yeah.
You were asked about your concerns regarding strangers on social media, and it sounds like you differentiate between your content and Miss Olson's content in terms of a safety issue. What is the specific safety issue with respect to Miss Olson's content?
I mean, she literally posts him with safety hazards. I mean, how he sleeps. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, well, maybe my question is not clear. Do you have any specific safety concerns with respect to the people who follow you on social media, on your respective social media accounts? Or like, I'll just withdraw my question. I have nothing further.
Mr. Sands?
Yes, Your Honor. So, Mr. 2K, going back to your reply declaration that was dated September 10th, 2024, Exhibit 5. May I approach again, Your Honor?
Yes.
And with respect to this particular post, are you tagged or mentioned in this post?
Only on this page?
Only on that page, Mr. 2K. Yes.
Yeah, I was mentioned.
Is it reflected there, or why is it not? Or can you point to the court where it's showing on there?
Because this is a live recording where she mentioned me in the video on the live. This is just a screenshot.
When you say mention, are you saying she's verbally speaking about you in the live?
Exactly.
But she's not tagging you, meaning like she's not adding your handle or anything like that. Is that correct?
No, but because she's speaking on me, the T pages tag me because it's about me.
So you're tagged in the page of itself, but because Miss Olson speaks, so you're not tagged in the page itself, but because Miss Olson speaks about you, then the algorithm of TikTok, it then adds you to it. Is that your understanding? Or how do you get tagged if you know?
Well, I got tagged because she spoke on me.
And with respect to the comments or any of the comments, they're referencing you just on that front page, Mr. 2K.
Are they referencing me? No, but they are referencing Judge Kitchens.
And there's a judge above that as well.
Yeah, they're spelling Judge Kitchens' name because she clarified his name on the internet.
With respect to the comments below, are those referencing you at all?
Not in this one, second screenshot.
I mean, this is your exhibit though, Mr. Geesey, so I'm just asking.
Right.
I would just for the sake of the record,
Hold on. We can't all talk at the same.
this is just an exhibit to the reply declaration that was filed in connect with the custody request and the move away. This is not an exhibit offered in support of the RO. So just,
So what?
I think
If that's if that's the objection, it's overruled.
no, it's just understood.
So just on that page, I understand you have a further explanation. Your counsel can clarify. But for my purpose, this particular screenshot, does this show any reference about you or comments about you in the comment section?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. If I may approach, Your Honor, to get this back.
Yes.
We talked earlier about the fact and opinion. So after your counsel asked you a bunch of questions, Mr. 2K, would you consider it a fact that you were not present with Miss Olson during the pregnancy?
Yeah, I was not present.
So it's not just her opinion that you weren't there during the pregnancy. You actually were not there during the pregnancy. Is that correct?
Correct.
You mentioned that you and Miss Olson, did you guys go live for the pregnancy of the birth? Or was this a post? I'm not clear.
Say it again.
Did you guys go live for the birth of W, or did you guys post it? How is that content created during the birth of a W?
Right. I'm sure we both went live on each other's accounts.
So you went live on your social media account, and Miss Olson went live on her social media account.
I'm sure, yes.
Okay, and this was during the birth of W.
And prior, when she was at my Airbnb.
And when you got it,
Wrong word.
There's a misspelling for...
Yeah. It's when you guys.
when you guys were both posting the birth of W, did you guys tag each other?
The T pages did, because we were with each other.
So, for example, you mentioned Miss Olson's name on social media and it tagged her. and Miss Olson mentioned you and it tags you as well with the T pages? Is that how it works?
No, we don't have to. We were with each other. It's not like we're with each other. We're not talking about each other. We're talking to each other.
I'm just trying to understand. So you're going live during the birth of W. Did you mention Miss Olson's name so that you'd be tagged in your live stream?
I'm not sure if I mentioned her because I was with her.
Did you tag Miss Olson during the live stream?
You can't tag somebody during a live stream.
So if anything, it would have been mentioning Miss Olson's name during the live stream.
Oh my God.
Showing Miss Olson during the live stream.
And this was while you guys were at the hospital.
Sidebar before I answer this.
Yeah.
The court system really needs to update themselves on how social media works. But
Yeah.
back on record.
I can't believe that the judge even allowed this to go on. We're 6 pages down on how someone gets tagged on a live stream. I mean, this is crazy because it's
Well,
plain.
and I think 2K's attorney should have objected.
Right, yeah, the just
Relevant.
like all of this stuff needs to update to
Right.
the current climate of society.
It's clear Mr.
Yeah.
Sands doesn't understand how it works, so let's just agree to disagree and just
Yeah. Okay, we're back
Exactly.
Sorry, what line was I on? That just it's
on the 24. Oh,
20,
24.
24.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, yeah, you're
While we
right.
were at the hospital and prior to my Airbnb.
it's your testimony, Mr. 2K. You gave up your barbershop business in Dallas, Texas for your son.
And my SMP business,
What is that? I'm sorry.
my scalp micro pigmentation.
So basically, you gave those businesses up to be here with your son.
Exactly.
Again, you mentioned that you had a safety concern about how the minor child slept in Miss Olson's care. Is that right?
Right.
Did you ever mention or comment or text Miss Olson to let her know those concerns?
No, because she's high conflict.
And again, I
All right,
know
hold on. We have to go off the record for a second. Somebody wants our attention. It says, why is it always the not attractive? Oh, you guys didn't even let me respond. Let me have some
fun.
page. Dang it.
And by the way, I have a job. I saw someone said in the comments that I needed to get a job. Mind your business. You don't pay my bills.
Right. Again, you guys, we're reading this per massive request. My page is done to where everything that we do, it is done by request. So
first off, who's unattractive?
right.
I'm beautiful.
Listen, I don't know. I just like to respond sometimes. But anyways, I'll respond to all of it after we get done with this because you guys, we are almost done.
We are still almost done, guys. Very close. We are on page 213 out of 232. We're getting there, guys.
Deborah,
All right. Let's
Deborah,
this
That
is
does
actual court documentation.
Yes. Okay. Back on the record.
Okay. Where were we? I forgot.
Sorry.
Hold
I
on.
believe line
Let me
14.
get my phone open.
14?
Yeah, 14. Here we go.
And again, I know I asked you this before, but no reports or anything like that to Child Protective Service or anything like that.
No, sir.
So, have you and Miss Olson had any arguments or confrontations after Winter's birth?
Yes.
What specific dates are those?
The 28th.
That was the date where she asked you to bring the clothes up and you guys had a confrontation and you left?
Yeah.
Other than that April 28th incident, anything after that?
Was there an argument?
Yes.
No, I do not argue with her anymore.
So after April 28th, 2024, there's been no arguments with Miss Olson.
No.
Have you yourself ever directly asked Miss Olson to stop posting about you on social media?
Many times.
When was the first time, if you recall?
While we were together.
A specific date, if you know.
100 times in 2022. I don't have a specific date.
So 100 times in 2022.
And just recently as well. Are you saying that that's the only time?
No, I'm asking you, how did you communicate with her? Did you text her? Did you call her?
I texted her. I have the text on my other phone. I said, I don't think it's in the best interest of our son for you to constantly bash me. She said, okay.
So you were more concerned about the well-being of W and the implications of him with respect to what Miss Olson was posting?
And mine as well.
Let me ask you this, Mr. 2K. Is this your first child? Have you had any children before this?
This is my first child.
Okay. And in the last year, is it fair to say that you relocated to Tampa and also Texas?
I was already living in Texas.
So in the last year, is it fair to say that you've lived in Los Angeles, Texas, and Tampa, Florida?
Longer than a year, but I've lived in Texas and Tampa.
And with respect to the threats that you contend Miss Olson made against the barber shop, did she ever post the specific address of the barber shop?
Nope.
If you recall, what was the respect comment that Miss Olson made, if you recall?
Something along the lines of, quote, it would be a shame if that barbershop got burnt down, unquote. End quote. Sorry.
Did you receive any comments or negative messages as a result of that statement from Miss Olson?
Yes.
Mr. Sands, I think we need to wrap it up for the day. I'm not saying you're done. I'm just saying I think we need to stop. So why don't you step down, Mr. 2K? I assume that we're getting close to the end.
Yes. Yes.
I have a few clarifying questions myself that will take a few minutes at most. So after that, what's going to happen next?
I have to call the respondent.
So you're going to call her.
Yes.
And we're going to get back together tomorrow at 1:30.
Okay.
This is not going This is not going particularly fast, and this is the first of two issues that you folks want to raise. So I'm not sure how successful we're going to be at concluding this with the allotted time.
I think max of 30 minutes tomorrow to finish him up, Your Honor, and then she has got to redirect. That's probably, if she does, that takes us to 2:30. I won't have any. I think I've belabored my point to this point, and then we can probably call Miss Olson, depending how long it will take for Miss Olson. That might take all afternoon. I don't know.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't know either.
Yeah, I would say we need the whole afternoon tomorrow.
I would assume so. And we're not even getting into the move away issue, except tangentially, I guess. So, if scheduling becomes a problem,
Well, November 1st, the courts are closed, right?
I was going to get to that.
I've gotten like 4 phone calls or 4 emails.
It depends on the outcome of the game tonight.
That makes sense.
Off the record
Sorry.
for the scheduling, brief pause in proceedings. Okay, back on record. So we'll come back tomorrow and power through until we're done. I mean, I don't have a solution except to keep finding a way to work on it.
Can we carve out some time then tomorrow at the end, just in case we're not able to be heard until later in the year? These are some holidays coming up. Maybe we can take some time to carve out some holiday orders.
We'll talk. I would not be, I hate to say it, but I am not very optimistic about being able to get everybody in, and my trial dates don't open up until May.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
The problem I have in November is that it's a moving target with this jury trial. So if we can schedule it sooner.
I tell everybody, get in line and I'll do my best. Proceedings concluded at 4:31 p.m. So we'll take a quick break right here just to kind of
I'm gonna go get a drink real quick.
yeah. Um
Be right back. BRB.
Sand Cruncher,
What the heck?
we're reading hold on. We're reading directly from what the court docs say. We're leaving the pauses in where they pause. We're reading word for word verbatim. We're not changing documents on the court. You guys never let me respond. You gotta let me have some fun. Damn it, y'all. But yeah, listen, when I read it or when I listen back to, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's kind of frustrating. But that's legitimately how it is read verbatim, word for word. We're not changing the wording on the court docs because we want to give it literally. I'm sorry, Brandy, if it's so negative tonight. I don't understand why there's so much negativity. You guys, I'm not letting anybody else come up tonight. We are in the midst of something. So, court docs from what date? These are the October 2024. It is the transcript from the DVRO from then. I was highly requested to do it, and we learned an awful lot about some state law and why it's so important about the DVRO. I did not understand, before reading this, I did not understand why Bree was so quick to say, okay, you can have custody. I'll only do the 1 week just to drop the DVRO. That made no sense to me, and I've been doing this for a very long time. It made no sense to me at all for a newer mom to just give up 3 weeks of a month out of her, with her child. Well, then reading this, we found out that if you have a DVRO, you cannot have custody of any kind. You can only have visitation. So it made a big difference. And we're actually just getting ready to read into that piece right now. And then at the very end, we'll all talk about, I know some of you guys have to go, but in the comment stuff, we will all talk about kind of our thoughts, our opinions, where we're at. And then tomorrow we lead into if the DVR is going to be completed tomorrow, that makes a huge difference on what the outcome of the custody is going to be. So,
Yeah, and guys, if you're having trouble following it, like with the words and stuff, I promise if it was in front of you, you would be struggling through it too. Because it's monotonous and every here and there wasn't a lot of misspelled words, but some, and it's where they're pausing and they're switching up the way they want to word their questions and stuff.
yeah. The non-complete sentences get me. They start a sentence.
There's also a lot of
stop
words that
another
we
one.
know we can't say, and that because it will negatively affect Angie's platform, and we're trying to respect Angie's platform in this too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So
I feel like where some of those pauses are is where like the rebuttal starts coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, and here's what I have to say. If you don't like the way that we're reading it or we're doing it, then you can, read it on your own.
Yeah, it's literally it's all over the place, you guys. There's so many T pages that have all of the pages out, or you could just go and pay for it and download the 233 pages yourself and pay. I think it's like 25 or 38 cents or something like that per page. So you can go download them and read them yourself as well. Trust me, it is way better, and I'm so thankful to Huckleberry Heather and the Principal Perfect for coming on and doing it this way, because typically I read it all by myself. That's even more boring.
Well,
Yeah,
and I just want to say, Principal, she, really wanted to go to bed early tonight. Angie was tired. I haven't felt the greatest today, so we're all like coming here as a collective for you guys. And so a little bit of respect goes a long way. Please and thank you.
We are old ladies. Give us some grace, okay?
Yep.
And we do have jobs, by the way.
Yeah, and we do have jobs.
All right, let's finish up because we are almost done, you guys. Okay, so we're back on in court. I will read this first page. Jamie, Official reporter of the Superior Court of the State of California for the County of Los Angeles, do hereby certify that I did correctly report the proceedings contained herein, and that the foregoing pages 1 through 102 comprise a full, true, and correct transcript of the proceedings and testimony taken in the matter of the above title cause on October 30th. Then we go down to Exhibit C, which is the certified copies.
Yeah, that goes down to
Okay.
like the page 3 where it starts.
Yep, now we're on page 3 where it starts, so I'll read it in. Again, petitioner 2K is there. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh my god, it just backed me out.
Oh, that annoys me so bad.
Oh my god, now I gotta go
I
through
know my line's coming up.
And thank you guys for letting me almost get ate by a spider. Watch your playback. You're gonna watch me jump up in my recliner, and I'm like,
Yeah, just if you
out.
guys pay attention, you can see my legs.
I haven't even seen anything. I have one phone laying on my chest and another one in my
Right, me
hand.
too. I'm trying to just make sure I'm reading where I'm supposed to. So sorry if you guys are so bothered by this.
I
Don't
don't know
know.
how
Sorry.
some of you guys are doing. Oh wait, hold on, let me try it here. I don't know how you guys are doing it. I've been seeing a couple of you guys, like especially Huckleberry, commenting. I'm like, what? How the heck are you commenting?
I know.
I can't do that at the
Talk
same
about a
time.
multitasker.
It's the ADHD, thank you.
That's how we used to do it whenever I was modding for somebody else. Like, attractive man, a lot of thirsty females in his chat, and they would come in, and we had like a group chat on Snap called TC, the Thirsty See You Next Tuesdays. And if we warned them, we would take a screenshot and send it so that we knew the next time they come in speaking inappropriately, they were just blocked. It was craziness going on.
The
Craziness.
mods are doing pretty good, well, down in the comments.
Heck
I'm
yeah.
trying to follow along, but even it's our ADHD and my ADHD, and that's a hard task.
Well, did y'all? You watch the playback because I throw the pillow and everything. I'm doing.
My dogs are like going crazy. They're like, "What are you doing? Why are you talking? Why are you getting?" Because my dogs can think I'm getting annoyed because, like, I'm sorry, like I did not realize how.
Mine are learning when I start. You'll watch me waving and telling them no, because they're learning to be quiet now. Finally.
Sorry guys, I backed myself all the way out, and I gotta find the exact email.
I was on live for 5 hours and 30 minutes last night. So
Oh my gosh.
my dogs learned a lot, but it was great. It went really well, and I thank you guys for everybody that went over there and showed me some love because it went really great.
I'm so
I
glad
saw
it
you were
did.
live.
I'm
me
like
too.
actually
I
getting
saw that you
invited
were
to
live, and
other stuff.
I was gonna come in, but I had 4 of my nephews here. Plus, I was baking for my niece's birthday party today, so I had cupcakes and then her smash cake, which was a blippy cake. So then I had to make Rice Krispie treats and like dip them in chocolate to make the hat and the bow tie and all that stuff.
Thank you. But hey, there's gonna be other times, so I'll let you guys know. I'll let you know. I'll
Share
share
it to
it
me
out.
or send me a message.
We had several talks. We talked about free and everything, and then we at the end just kind of were talking about parenting and
It's 11:11 in Pennsylvania. Make a wish. Hurry up.
Make a wish. Okay, hold on. I'm on page. What page were? Hold on. Here we go. I'm on 2-4.
Page 3, line 15, in Exhibit C.
What's the page where the 200 and something?
on the Google Doc it's
223.
Wait, hold on. Everyone's talking one time. Just one. What is it?
223.
223. Thank you. Sorry.
We are under 10 pages, guys. We got this.
Okay, here we go. All right.
then.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Okay.
Ready.
Everybody. Okay, we're on record. 2K and his attorney are present. Bree is present with her attorney. So the court. All right. Good afternoon. This is 2K versus Bree 24 SCP 01170. I'm going to get appearances. Let me start with you, 2K. Could you state your name?
2K.
Good afternoon, Taylor Budnick for the petitioner 2K He is present at the council's table.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Thomas Sands for the respondent, who is also present at council's table.
All right, can I have the parties stand and face the judicial assistant? Now I'm the clerk. Raise your right hand. Do you and each of you solemnly state that the testimony you may give in the cause now proceeding before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, she was changing pictures. You're so funny. Okay,
Mm,
I have a lengthy stipulation. Who wants to tell me what's going on?
Sure. So we have agreed to interterm orders proceeding in April 25th, 2025. Return date on final custody orders, the move away.
That's been cleared?
Yes, that's been cleared.
Yes.
In the meantime, the parties are going to do a 3-week on, 1 week off schedule. Petitioner will have the 3-weekend period and it will be in Texas. Respondent will have the 1-week period in LA. Petitioner's 3-week period will start tomorrow. He will also have 2024 holidays. He will be responsible for all transportation to and from LA. The parties are going to do the exchange at the In-N-Out by the LAX airport. They're going to use our family wizard to communicate. The parties have agreed to mutual disagreement of disparagement. The parties have agreed to mutual no disparagement of each other in front of the minor child. Next page. And not allowing anyone else to do so. They will not talk about the other person, disparage the other person or the other person's family on social media. To the extent they will become aware of third parties doing this on social media, they can provoke and instruction that they discontinue the conduct. Petitioner is going to dismiss his restraining order request without prejudice. If the conduct, the disparagement of petitioner's family, or disclosure of private information occurs again, that will give the petitioner grounds to try to get a restraining order. And then, as to both parties, to the extent enforcement of these are necessary, we've agreed that prevailing party can get attorney's fees.
Okay, so thank you for that summary. I think there's probably more in the stipulation than you covered, but okay, good.
Yes, that was a very truncated version.
And I have met with my client, Your Honor. We agreed and have signed off on all terms.
Okay, I'm going to ask both parties to confirm all of that. Mr. 2K, you look very happy.
I'm so happy.
Okay, so I would say I think you're wise to resolve this. I would say that both sides, it's a difficult question. And there are a lot of legal issues which your lawyers have probably explained to you. But I've spent a fair amount of time trying to understand them and apply the facts of this case to those other cases. And the result is not self-evident to me. So I think you're wise to do this. Okay. So I will inquire of the parties about their decisions to enter into this. So I'm going to start with you, Mr. 2K. So I have this stipulation with the terms more detailed than what Ms. Budnick just discussed, but they're all written out on the stipulation. I'm assuming you've taken a look at this
Yes, sir.
and you know the contest contest of it.
Yes, sir.
And is this your agreement?
Yes, sir.
And did you enter into it voluntarily with full knowledge of all of the terms?
Yes. I might have gotten confused with what you just said.
Did you enter into this voluntarily?
Yeah.
Okay. And you believe you have full knowledge of its terms?
Mm-hmm.
And my last question is whether anybody promised you anything outside of this agreement in order to enter into it.
No.
Okay. Miss Olson, I have the same basic questions for you. I have an agreement here with the terms of the, I guess I would call it a little agreement, or light agreement, sorry. And I believe I see your signature on there. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And have you had a chance to discuss these terms of this agreement with your lawyer?
Yes.
And is this you entering into this agreement voluntarily?
Yes.
And has anybody promised you anything outside of this agreement to get you to enter into it?
No.
All right. I will find that the agreement has been entered into voluntarily and knowingly, and I will sign the stipulation. Okay, it is done. We will have this photocopied for you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you so much.
Take it with you. So what is next for us in April of 25?
Exactly.
That's correct, Your Honor.
And what is going to happen on that day? I feel like is there something missing there? Sorry, this is.
I was going to say, it seems like something's
This
missing.
is so confusing. The judge says, take it with you. So what is next for us in April? And then Ms. Budnick says exactly, Mr. Sand says that's correct. So something must be missing. Anyways, okay. So the judge is next. And that is going to happen on that day? Nope.
So I think if we can't reach an agreement on all issues, I think the idea would be to put in our evidence for final custody orders. And then, I mean, this is not in our stipulation, but just thinking out loud, I think that would effectively finalize, really, we can deal with all of the issues. In this case, if it's possible, I think these hours is fine.
Hold on. Did you just get that, Heather? What did it say on your side? It said I have to remove you.
It said live restricted due to something.
You didn't do anything, but it says I have to remove you.
Me? What'd I do?
It just says remove Heather or lose your live restrictions due to illegal activities. I'm like, you're not even doing anything.
Sitting here.
Says on mine, consuming substances featured in this live could harm your health.
My
How
drink.
dare you drink water? I don't
drink
know.
water.
Oh, consuming substance featured live could. Yeah. Oh, did you vape?
Off there, way to the side.
I don't know. Okay, so I have to remove you. I'm sorry, love. Maybe I can try to remove you and then come back down. Drop and come back up. Okay, do that. So drop down and then I'll drop you and then come back up.
Okay.
That's so silly. Okay, we're almost done now. Let's finish reading real fast. That's crazy.
Which side is she? Because I could actually do her side if you guys need, because it doesn't look like there's any witnesses left.
Okay. Let me see if it lets me come back. I'm gonna have to end mine too.
Okay, well, I'm actually gonna have to drop out for the night, but I'm done with the witnesses. It was great. I will.
Okay.
Be
Thank
back
you, love.
next time for the reading.
I appreciate it. You have been amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna restart and come back up.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have a warning on mine too, and I definitely don't need a strike on my account. So hold on, let me tell Heather real fast. Oh wait, what just happened to her? Hold on. Hey, oh, thank you. Hey, I have to restart my whole. Oh, she got booted again. Okay, she's gone offline. Okay, well, hold on. Let me just go through really fast because there's like 2 pages left. Nope, I'm gonna have to come back. There's more than that. Okay, I'm gonna restart and come right back. So you guys come back and I'll just do it on my own the rest of it, okay? So come right back. Yeah, they always do. But come right back because then we're gonna go over the other stuff. So I'll be right back.